Hello. Hi, everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Josh Ford. I'm a senior. I'm here to talk to you all a little bit about songwriting, whether it's the industry of songwriting and also just my personal experiences with songwriting. So I've been singing for pretty much all my life. I've been playing the ukulele for about 5 years, and I've been writing songs for like 12 years. This looks a little different than the typical ukulele. You can see it kind of looks like an electric guitar, right? Also, one other difference is you can plug it in, so it sounds like this. There we go. Everybody hear that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, typically you hear a ukulele and you kind of associate it with Hawaii. It kind of sounds like this. Right? But it's a much more diverse instrument than that, so you can play things that are a little more fast-paced, a little more exciting. So just imagine that I got that right. Now, the thing about songwriting is it's actually not something that a lot of people can do. It's not very well. Just because you're a singer or you're a musician doesn't necessarily mean that you're a songwriter. This is not a criticism. It's just a part of the industry that not everybody can write songs. So as a result, there's a lot of people in the industry who don't write their own songs. You'd be surprised by how many musicians do not write the songs that they are famous for. So we're going to play a little game. I'm going to name an artist or a musician, and you're going to raise your hand if you think that they do write their own songs. You're going to not raise your hand if you think that they don't. Okay, so for example, Elvis Presley. Raise your hand if you think he did write his own songs. He actually did not. Elvis did not write his own songs. Not super surprising. He didn't seem very smart, I think. Frank Sinatra. Think he wrote his own songs or no? No, he did not. Billy Joel. Raise your hand. Yes, we did. Elton John. Trick question. He actually co-wrote his songs with someone else, but he didn't write any of the lyrics, which explains why so many of his songs are about women. People like Freddie Mercury wrote all his own songs. In fact, it's actually interesting the kind of songs that can come out from people who are singer-songwriters, because you know the song Bohemian Rhapsody? Everybody knows that, right? Well, Bohemian Rhapsody, when it was first written by Freddie Mercury for Queen, nobody wanted to produce it because it was so unusual and so sporadic in the nature of the song that nobody thought that it would get popular. So that's a song that if it hadn't been written by Freddie Mercury, the greatest rock star of all time, it would never have been produced and nobody would know it. And finally, like Bob Dylan, raise your hand if you think that he wrote his own songs. Yes, he did, which he actually probably kind of had to, because I don't know how familiar you guys are with Bob Dylan's voice, but I don't think anyone has ever said, you know who would sound really good singing this? Bob Dylan. So people ask me a lot how I can listen to the radio and kind of just hear a song for the first time and then I can play it. And that's actually not like a natural talent, that's something that I've sort of developed over time, and that's something that anybody can do if they become familiar enough with the structure of songs. So you know that songs are composed basically of two different things: the lyrics, the words, and the chord progression, the way that the music is set up. So for a chord, I don't know how much you guys know about that kind of thing, but a chord is just a combination of notes that compose like a harmony. So if I were to play this and play it all together, that's a C. That's a C chord, G, etc. So a lot of chord progressions get reused and recycled a lot in pop music. So if I were to play C, G, A minor, F, that chord progression, variations of it, exist in so many songs you'd be so surprised. So I'm going to play a couple of those for you. Fell right through the cracks, and now I shine. Get back. lipstick stains on the front of the left side brain, and she will be loved, and she will be loved. Never mind, I'll find someone like you, lost and insecure. And that's actually just a small portion of them. There's so many more songs than that that fit into those chords. I know, I'm incredibly talented. There are lots of different chord progressions like that that you can hear in all sorts of different songs from all different decades and genres, and that's a lot of what songwriting is. It's trying to utilize those chord phrases. So let's move on to the songwriting process. Now, everybody has different songwriting processes, but this is mine just in particular. So this is not like the way to write songs. There's probably much better ways to do it than how I do it. But so really, what do you start with when you're writing a song? You start with the first line, what you want to write about, maybe the chords or the tune. And the answer really is you start with something different every time, because you shouldn't be writing a song if you don't feel inspired to write a song. So maybe I'll be messing around with some chords and I'll think of something and I'll go, whoa, that's really cool. I should write a song to that. Or I'll think of a first line, or I'm just in a place in my life where I feel like I want to write a song about it, or even just like a title that I want to write a song around. Like there's a song that I've written called Down With This Sort of Thing that I wrote just because I heard that somewhere and I thought, wow, that's a really cool phrase. So I wrote a song around it. It kind of sounds like this. I'm joining the fight against the notion that my life has only been, could ever be, more of the same. Come join my cause, make yours, do what you want, fall in line, follow suit the future king. So I think I'm going to play just a couple of the songs that I've written through the years of me writing songs. You're going to hear just a couple things that sound different from one another, just to give you sort of an idea of my development. So this first song is called The Mountain Song. I called it that because once I went to Costa Rica and I accidentally hiked a mountain. There was this staircase, and I was like, I wonder where this goes. And I just kept going, and it just continued. And then I realized that I was on the other side of the mountain by the end. So I happened to have brought my ukulele with me, so to pass the time while I was walking, I just started writing the song. So this is how it goes. Your heart will be open, and I will be waiting for you, 'cause my heart is simple, and yours is taking animal. I try to feel broken, 'cause that's what you wanted, baby. You thought I was shallow, 'cause love should be. You begged me, so I gave. Guess that you could say I'm your giving tree, but I was not the same, and you should be ashamed. And soon you'll see all my promises have all but gone to waste. I wasn't yours to promise anyway. Thank you. This next song is called "Come and Sit by the Fire with Me," and it's a testament to how a lot of what my songwriting process is, which is one, that I recycle a lot of lyrics from my old songs that I never finished. I just take them and put them in a new song. And two, that I kind of strive to do something original and unexpected. So there's going to be something in the song that maybe you'll expect to hear that you won't. So watch out for that. Until I've lived out all mine. Thank you. So this last thing that I'm going to show you guys is a song that I actually produced. I originally wrote it on the ukulele, but I've moved it over, and I've been working on this for probably like 9 months. It's the longest I've worked on a song ever. I did an internship in New York City this summer at this place called The Lodge. It's a music production company. They make music for like commercials and television shows and stuff. So you know when you see like the Subaru commercial and it has that like techie music playing underneath? We make that. So this is a song that I did while I was there, learning how to make these kinds of songs. So as you can see, it's composed of these different tracks. If you ever did those garage band projects in 4th grade, it looks a lot like that. So first I started with the chords, so I'll show you just that. That's all right. That's how the chords sound, and then I added a little riff in there, so it sounds like this. And then I added vocals and bass, just lots of other stuff. And the final product I can show you right now, just to give you an idea of how it all comes out.
Help me understand how to be alive in this great big universe of mine. It feels so small, so easy to fall, so easy to die. But you help me on my way. There isn't much to say in this great big universe that we make.
You hear a lot of the other effects,
So great,
especially this part that's coming
so
up.
hard to survive. But you melt me, never felt this way before. Yeah, you melt me, no one else I'm longing for.
So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. What do you guys think of that? So this next part that's going to come up, you're going to hear something that sounds like a guitar. It's actually the ukulele that I put through a bunch of filters, but it sounds like a YouTube kind of guitar.
Your world's become,
Not this.
and nothing is the same. I'm scared of how fast it changes.
basically, songwriting is my passion. I think it's going to be something that I'm doing for the rest of my life. And I encourage anyone who feels like they would like to be writing songs to just start and try, because you're not going to be great, but you're not going to necessarily be great when you start. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed it.